Martin has become an internet star after copying the selfies that his 19-year-old daughter posts on Instagram.
That's exactly what the world needs right now.
We know that you are voted Hero of the Week in the UK.
This is my favorite dude right now.
Chris Burr Martin. Visionary. Genius. American patriot.
We got really close all of a sudden.
Oh.
Do you like that or not?
That's fine.
Okay. The video got really...
Too scary. Stand back.
Really weird and close up.
Yeah, I don't know why it did that.
Why did it all of a sudden just magnify our faces?
It likes us.
Okay. No camera liked me. You know, camera adds 10 pounds, and we're filming this with 4 cameras.
We are. Absolutely.
Welcome to the show. This is episode 20.
Whoa.
Made it to 20 with pants pending. This is probably like 50.
I have my pants on, so my pants aren't.
I'm doing the podcast without any pants. Because it's my house.
That's possible.
It's Daddy's dojo.
Okay.
Do what he wants. So anyway, this is episode 20, and here's the rules of the game. We have a squirt gun in the studio. Quote unquote.
Bottle.
Studio. And if I make fun of Trump, I don't bang it on the desk. If I make fun of Trump, not in a funny way, if I just finally snap and go off, or if I say the words like or so,
I forgot about
not in real content. So like if I'm just like
you just did,
yeah,
like
so,
that.
Okay.
Just had to get an example out there so I knew what to
yes,
expect.
Thank you. Or use the word so. We couldn't find a shock collar, so the water bottle's going to have to do. So if you listen to the podcast, this is probably one you're going to want to watch. At least we record the first 30 minutes of every show on YouTube, except when we look bad because of a bad day, like last week. Last week I had to work and you were camping, so we did not do that.
No one needed to see that.
But this week is a little different. I'm wearing my spider hat and my spider shirt from Marvel Crate. Midtown School is the school that I guess Peter Parker goes to for Spider-Man Homecoming, because in honor of our sponsor, which you heard at the beginning of the show.
You're being paid to talk about Spider-Man.
No, I'm wearing them in honor of our sponsor of one of the shows. So this show, I have to be careful not to say, because they're not. The show isn't brought to you by them. They're just sponsoring the show because they're smart enough to know. No, we don't want to be included with you because you may say something stupid. Hence the squirt gun.
Yes, exactly. If you say other stupid things, can I squirt you?
I don't think so. I think that's why people tune in. I think that's the only reason.
I tuned in to see you get squirted.
What dumb things is he going to say this week?
I'm tuning in just to squirt you right now.
I think that's kind of the only reason you agreed to have this filmed.
I think so.
So, I'm using that term to go to a segue. I think I'm okay to say this. There's non-disclosure agreements, but I think I'm okay to say that, yes, I did film a scene, and next week I will be filming a scene for the TV show on Sci-Fi Channel, Z Nation.
Woohoo!
Woo! And it's a scene. It's not... I'm not a cameo. I'm not someone sitting in the bleachers and like waving to people. I'm not I'm not like a guy walking behind a car. I'm not covered in zombie makeup. I'm actually in front of the screen, and they filmed me.
You're a guy.
I'm a guy.
You're kind of a creepy guy.
I'm playing a human, and yeah. So we'll be filmed. So I can't say anything more than that. But yeah, kind of a little dream came true.
It's pretty cool.
Because I'm gonna say I did not watch Z Nation the second season because I tried out for them and I was so upset I didn't get in.
You big baby man.
I had a little fit. So I did not.
You had to hurry and catch up.
I had to binge. I started to watch. I forgave him after a while because I'm like, I'm chubby. Nobody wants. There's no reason for a chubby guy to be left in the apocalypse. The only person is like Hugo from Lost. Other than that, there is no reason why a chubby guy is there.
Unless they're eating your entrails.
Right.
I mean, come on.
Unless he's like the best zombie ever. Unless he's the zombie that just, taken over left. I'll take that. You can eat that? You can eat that? I'll take that.
You eat the stuff that spills out of the other zombies.
Great. I might as well be a dog zombie. You eat the leftovers? All the other zombies are like, does anybody want this arm? We're just going to throw it out.
We were going down that road. You made that one easy.
Fine. I'm a human being, which is fun, but yes, they found a reason to have chubby guy on the air, so thank you, producers of Z Nation, for finding a reason for us chubby people who don't have the people who have dad bods who don't have the DNA of Christian Bale, who don't have the DNA of Johnny Depp or George Clooney, who have the DNA of two people that just should not have gotten together. I love them singly. I think your
divorced parents will agree.
They agree. I love them singly. I just didn't love it when they got together. Because this is what they ended up with. A Mr. Potato Head left on a hot dashboard too long.
Oh.
So
nothing sexier than self-depreciation, honey. I'm just saying. Yeah. That's great.
It sells.
keep it up.
It sells. Speaking of Johnny Depp.
Yes.
This is kind of fresh. Did you hear... because I don't want the Secret Service listening to this podcast either, but we welcome all Secret Service if you want to listen to the podcast.
Of course.
Johnny Depp was doing some kind of interview, and he said, now I'm repeating the interview, I'm not saying this for real. He said, when's the last time an actor assassinated the president?
Trump here? No, just to... No, you've misunderstood completely.
Just to give him some love and rehabilitation.
I think he needs help. Yeah. I'm just going to be in the press. It'll be horrible. But I'd like that you're all a part of it. When was the last time an actor assassinated a president? Clarify, I'm not an actor. I lie for a living.
Ha 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 ha.
Oh!
Yeah. And then he kind of went,
you don't say that.
I'm not an actor. I just lie on movies. Yeah, Johnny. You're really big, but I don't know if you're that big.
I'm just wondering if he was going for the, do you really have to worry about the actors? Yeah, he doesn't like the actors because typically Hollywood is what, who are criticizing him so much.
Maybe that's it.
So maybe he was like, when is the last time you had to worry about an actor doing anything to the president?
Johnny,
I'm hoping, because I like Johnny Depp.
I'm one of the few people who are hanging in there with you, Johnny.
Oh.
I know you did Tusk for Kevin Smith, and you did it for fun, and your kid was in it, and I understand. But don't Kathy Griffin your career. No, that's all I'm asking.
No.
Don't.
Well, we like him too much.
Don't Michael Richards your entire career. That's not a good idea. Later on in the show, I have an interview, not for the video part. You're going to have to audio listen to that. But I have an interview with Deece, and I'm just going to say Deece because his last name is Mexican, and I screwed up. Casillas, I'm going to say, I'm still going to get it wrong. And even in the interview, I asked him to do it. One of the top comedians in Spokane, and it was I asked him about, a long time ago, I said, what was one of your worst dates? And he said that he could fill an episode, and we filled about 20 minutes.
Nice.
You're going to want to listen to that one because that was a pretty good interview. And then later on, you got any news? You got anything going on? You've done nothing.
Yeah.
Any news from the couch?
Not a lot of news from the couch.
No?
Hey, just, had a migraine. So I just have not been anywhere.
You had bad migraine.
Well,
your ear thing.
Yeah.
We all prayed that it would work.
And it does, but I got cocky. So I got the Deece piercing in my ear, which is supposed to...
Can you get that at night?
Can I squirt you for that?
It's not making fun of Trump.
Okay. You're such a dork. Okay, so I got the piercing. It's supposed
But
to
if he did it, he could do it really meticulously because of his tiny little hands.
No, that was funny. I'm not going to squirt you around. Okay, so I got the piercing. It's supposed to get rid of migraines. And it did. It's been like 2 months. And I have...
it got to be long enough where we were like, maybe this crap works.
It works, yeah. And I was attempting a migraine. I was drinking, an occasional Red Bull.
You were teasing a migraine.
I was teasing a migraine. And I actually did that for a few weeks. And typically when I would get them, I feel a little bit of a fogginess, but really no migraine. So I was really excited. And Mountain Dew is one of my triggers. And
which is funny because you don't drink. So it's like me having NyQuil and passing out.
Pretty much.
It's like Mountain Dew is woo!
Well,
Mountain Dew is 30-year-old scotch to you.
I've never drank coffee. I don't drink tea.
You had a rum candy in your mouth for about 7 seconds?
Yeah, and I was really mad at the person that gave it to me. So I don't even think it was 7 seconds. So
you were so young and they were trying to roofie you.
They were.
With a rum candy.
Yeah. So...
You don't even eat beer batter French fries. That's how much you...
Yeah, pretty much.
Go ahead. I'm just making fun of you.
Are you done?
I'm done. Done making fun.
Call me Miss Goody Two Shoes. So anyway, I got really cocky over the weekend. We went camping, and I had like 4 Mountain Dews and a couple of vanilla Cokes, and then I got really dehydrated. So there's, 2 of my triggers, and then you quadruple the Mountain Dew. And
then you come home to me.
Then I came home to you, and oh my gosh.
Trigger happy.
Yeah. So by Monday night, it was bad. I was throwing up, and I was absolutely useless for about 2.5 days, I would say.
You were not up to specs.
We're not going to go into detail about how bad that we're not going to. Yeah, it was high maintenance.
For a person who laid on the couch or the bed for 2 days, you were high maintenance.
Yeah, there was some maintaining going on. That was.
So I guess if you have the what is it?
Daith piercing.
Daith piercing. If you have a daith piercing, email me at burmartinmedia@gmail.com or let me know. Like, have you had it and it didn't work, or you had it and it worked for a while? Because I'm starting to wonder if it's one of those things. You just pushed it? Because I'm wondering if it's one of those things where your body's like, well, this is different, but then it gets used to it and you have it again.
I don't know if that's how it works, but
I don't know how anything works. Again, don't listen to this podcast for facts. I'm just gonna. You should probably point that out. There will be no facts on this show because I'm dumb and I'm also lazy and I don't want to look things up.
No fact checking whatsoever.
Because of our sponsor, they gave me an idea to ask the question on my Facebook page: what's the first pet you wanted and that you got that wasn't a norm, like a dog or a cat?
What if you didn't want it? What if you just got one? You just happened
one
to
of those things
it.
where you're like, I'm never going to win a goldfish at this fair. Ah, crap, I just won a goldfish. And then you leave it somewhere in the bag.
Gross. You find it in your trunk a month later. Nasty.
Oh, that's where that went.
That's right.
AJ said my first pet was... and AJ reminded me of one of my pets. Well, my first pet was actually mine, besides those carnival goldfish that died after a week. Oh, timely. Was gerbils, 2 of them, both girls, and I named them Susan and Ruffy, because I misspelled Ralphie because I was in the 1st grade and couldn't spell, but also didn't let gender norms tell me how to name my gerbils. Look at AJ being progressive in the 1st grade. I ended up having gerbils as pets all the way through junior high, 6 in total, which makes me wonder which were they switching out.
Oh.
And I forgot
Maybe
Bill
he
and
actually
Ted.
had like 15. He doesn't know.
How do you end up with 10 gerbils? You start with 20. I remember Bill and Ted.
Oh, yeah.
I had 2 gerbils, Bill and Ted, and then, was it you that got me a girl?
I think
we got a girl eventually, and that was the worst idea in the history of the planet. Except for last November. So, that... worth it. The girl there, and they started fighting. The 2 boys just started ripping into each other.
Ooh,
and just
girl.
One Girl and Two Guys is not a cute sitcom. That turned into a horrific thing, and I remember calling you, and I was like freaking out because I didn't know what to do. Because they're the size of your hand, but then you pick one up and you're like, okay, now I got a gerbil in my hand. It's not like I can just put it down in the apartment somewhere and let it go.
Yeah, we just had the one cage.
Yeah, what was I going to do with it? Put it in the shower? Here, stay in the bathtub for a minute while I figure things out. That was terrible.
I remember we used to give them egg cartons.
Oh, they chew the crap out of empty egg
shred those up
cartons.
and
It gave them something to do.
Yeah, they like that.
They were bored because I wasn't entertaining them. I tried, but
you weren't entertaining at all.
I didn't have the podcast then.
I'm sure they would have loved to have listened to your podcast.
I tried recreating selfies of the gerbils and it wasn't working. I didn't have a pointy enough face.
That's why we had Cassie.
And I'm
just
not
for
hairy.
selfies in the future that we didn't know about.
Entertainment. We only had 3 channels. We're like, you want a kid? That'll give us something to do.
Oh, yeah.
That'll keep the marriage alive. A kid.
Oh my gosh. Shut up. You're done.
We had parakeets.
Yeah.
You named them after presidents, right? It was Ronald.
It was Ronald and Nancy.
Ronald and Nancy.
Yeah.
And they pooped all over walls. Not only did they poop on, they threw poop.
They would.
Like if it wasn't enough, they would flap their wings enough so poop would hit the wall. And a daily cleaning was cleaning the cage and the wall.
Not a bird person anymore. Used to love birds, but
No.
I don't want to clean up that anymore.
Never again. That was no. Taylor had, what do you call them things? Ferrets.
Oh yeah.
Taylor had ferrets. Yeah. Those are fun for about a day. And then
they smell.
And then
so bad.
It was like having a horse in a room.
It was like a barn. It didn't matter how much you washed and cleaned everything.
Well, and then someone told me don't wash them.
Oh yeah, you can't bathe them or they got to stink themselves
up
again or
against
something.
Everything I'm trying to do here. They stunk. What else did she have? We had fish for a while.
Yeah.
A gigantic tank.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Lots of money for replacing a lot of the fish that looked like other fish. Do you know how bad it is when you walk into a pet store with a camera going, they need to look like this one?
No, she liked replacing her fish because she got to go shopping for new fish every time the old fish died.
That sounds sociopathic. Maybe she's killing them off.
I don't think we really researched that well and didn't know that the tank has to age for a while before it's actually
like a fine wine.
It is
for fish.
Yeah, so you get a new tank and new fish, and it just doesn't go well for a while. And then finally, they were great, and then she lost interest. So
yeah,
but the sharks were cool.
The sharks were cool, but they were small. They didn't eat anybody. I don't know.
They ate one of the other fish. Which
I didn't get to see.
Those great little, she had these little see-through, they look like mini lobsters or something. They're these little, yeah, they ate those too.
Yeah.
So, that was expensive food.
We were feeding our fish. We did not deserve to have fish.
It was like, where'd they go? They ate them. Okay.
This is actually one of the few times I'm going to apologize to PETA. We're not fish people.
No.
We're not bird people.
No.
We're not ferret people. We're not gerbil people.
Die-hard dog people.
Dog people.
And we had a 17-year-old cat. I think we did pretty well.
Yeah, he lasted longer than he should have.
Yeah,
At the end, he was like, kill me. You had horses?
Had horses.
Yeah,
had miniature horses on up to regular horses.
That was expensive.
Horses.
What's the price of hay right now?
Oh, like $200 a ton.
$200. What was it when we were first married?
Like $75 for the good stuff.
Yeah.
And when it would go up over $100, we'd be like, "Oh my gosh, it's $100 a ton!" So yeah, and a ton would last about 3 months per horse.
Yeah, heaven bless anybody who keeps a horse just for a pet at this point. Last but not least, Jerica said we had newts when we were little. Is that like they're like sea monkeys?
No, they look like little lizardy things.
Like a tiny frog?
No, like a salamander.
The only newt I know is from Aliens or Kermit's cousin.
They look like a salamander. Maybe they are a salamander. I don't know.
She said that was fun. Also had a praying mantis once, but the poor guy died when I tried to heal one of his wounds with hydrogen peroxide.
Oh!
did. You'd think hydrogen cleans cuts.
Okay.
I have to clean the cut on this praying mantis.
Oh.
Why is he screaming?
Oh, that's not good.
Why do the lambs scream, Charisse?
Clarice. Charisse is your niece.
Oh, yeah. Charisse, my niece. All right, let's go to break, and I'll get to Deece's... Oh, actually, we still have another 10 minutes here.
All right.
We should give the people what they want. Which is almost nothing.
If it was that, they would have turned it off 5 minutes ago.
Really would have. I don't even know why you're still watching. I was going to have Taylor come and help us with the new sponsor, but she didn't want to be filmed.
No.
Oh, we'll tell you this, though. This is our... You know this, but maybe they don't. Is the... today, the day that we're filming this, is the 1-year anniversary that I came home and from work, and you were sitting in the living room going, "You're not going to believe what's going on."
Was that today?
Yes.
I thought it was the 24th.
No, I had a thing pop up today, and it said, "Oh my gosh, 3,000 likes on this picture. How weird is that?"
Yeah.
I was weirded out by 3,000 likes.
But it was tomorrow the Mashable.
That's when it, yeah.
Okay,
we woke up to
okay.
it. But you were like, "Oh, look at all these likes and what's going on."
Yeah.
Today is the
that
1-year
was-
anniversary. It's been quite a ride.
That was cool. That was nuts.
And I, at the Z Nation thing, it was funny because I'm going to try and explain this without explaining it. So, I have a tattoo put on me for Z Nation, and also I am filming a scene with a very young blonde girl. Here I am.
Typecast.
Famous. And I'm chubby. But I'm also like drinking and
Hell yeah.
But here I am, the guy who made fun of a little blonde girl with no tattoos, but I'm drawing them on myself.
You drew on a tattoo.
So I was kind of laughing about that, and I told the girl, and it, it's really nice when they don't recognize it. It's like you're recognized in so many places.
Is it really nice all the time? Then?
It's so nice to have to remind people who you really are as a person. And I said, "You know what? This is all kind of ironically funny." And so we got to talking, and she started looking through and was like, "Oh my gosh, that's so funny." And then the AD came over, and we were explaining stuff.
What does AD stand for?
Assistant director.
Okay.
Sorry, a little shop talk.
I know. Just we normal people. Just
celebrity.
Whatever.
When you're a celebrity, adios reality.
You deserve that. Back on track.
President Scrotus. I get a free one.
No, you don't.
Come on, I get a free one.
You deserve both.
A free one for that. We started talking, and he mentioned, he's like, "Oh, I think I remember that." So I pulled up a couple pictures. He's like, "Oh, that was you. That's pretty funny." It's because we were talking about the makeup being put on me. And he was like, "Oh, I'm really sorry about the makeup. I am not new to having makeup on."
And I'm glad you expanded beyond that and clarified what you meant.
I do a show downtown. Perhaps I do Chrissy Hines from The Pretenders. I like to put on a little eyeliner.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty.
You know what? Let's go ahead, and I will do three or four stories for the Nearly News, which will be coming up later on. For the video people, because I feel like you're going to be cheated because it's only 20 minutes. So we'll give them a little something.
Give them what they want. Give them what they want.
Give them what they want. This is kind of mid-podcast, though, so I will remind people. Spiders will eat your face!
Oh my gosh!
Available on Amazon Prime, Instant Watch, and Amazon.com. Spiders will eat your face! The documentary about the history of pet tarantulas in America. That is...
Spiders will eat your face!
Spiders will eat your face! The movie on Amazon. This original American practice of keeping tarantulas has its roots in the Wild West, the U.S. government waging war on Mexico, racial relations, and even the great Louis Pasteur. And I know I read all that at the beginning, but I just like to say, Louis Pasteur. It's also told in stop motion, which, hello, I did the Star Wars thing on YouTube, which was stop motion, and I think I'm up to like 1 million hits on one of those. No money from Google.
Of course not. No.
3. It's a trilogy. I did a trilogy. TD9993. You want to look for the stop motion. I still get... There was like 6 years ago. I did the...
And it takes a lot of patience and a lot of time.
And a lot of time.
Work.
And I'm not saying that I did most of those in the DJ booth when I worked graveyard. But I'm not saying I did a lot of it in a DJ booth working graveyard. You have 8 hours and you're babysitting computers.
Yeah.
So I had some time. So I'm not.
You're not.
I'm not a stranger to stop motion. I appreciate the art.
Okay.
I know you wanted to say, we talked about this earlier, so go ahead and say your thing.
What's my thing?
About the sponsor.
Oh. No, I was just...
Great podcasting. And that's it. We made it to episode 20. Good night, everybody.
No, it just... When you first started reading it, it sounded like some of your other commercials that you did.
My
that you make
fake
up.
sponsors.
Your fake sponsors. And this is like a real sponsor, so that's very cool.
You
So,
wanted to make sure that...
so you can actually go to Amazon and,
You can
and actually watch Spiders.
Spiders will eat your face!
Will eat your face. Okay. I actually want to go watch that now.
It's you know what? It's like 99 cents, and I was going to watch it, but you have the Amazon Prime email and password, and I forgot them.
And it's saved in my phone, so I hope I can
So I can
figure out
watch
how to
it.
do it.
Because
We'll cast it onto the big screen and watch the Spiders eating.
Spiders will eat your face! Come on! Throw it out there.
Spiders will eat your face!
There you go.
Okay.
Oh, you blew out my speaker right there. The line was huge.
You asked for it.
Yeah, you can go to Amazon Prime, Instant Watch, and Amazon.com to watch it. All right.
Okay.
So everybody should know at this point that is not a fake sponsor.
And Spiders will eat your
You
face.
know, but what? I mean, I guess it's kind of funny because it does kind of sound like something I would try and make up. But then there's no, like, if I did it at the end, it would be, I don't know, the spiders. I would put something stupid in there.
Yes, you would.
So yeah,
Yes,
you'd
yes,
have to know.
you would put something.
That's the
I wonder if
difference.
there's actually spiders that eat your face. I'm excited to see it and possibly see spiders eating faces.
Let's do that tonight.
We need to do that tonight.
And then we can talk about it.
Report back
tomorrow.
on it.
All right, then.
Okay.
We'll do a report on it. All right, so for those who are watching the video podcast, we're going ahead and bring you a little bit of nearly news. And for those listening to the audio, suck it. Because I'm going to stop right now. And we're going to go to Deece's interview that I had with him at one of Spokane's top comedians. We're going to listen to that, and then we're going to get to nearly news. So you get a little bit more, but right now you're not getting any video because you got to go to YouTube and watch the video because I work hard on these things.
No, you don't. Hey, the makeup.
Whatever. Come on now. Trying to be a reporter.
You're trying to.
I will ice you for 20 minutes.
I don't even know what that means.
I'll ice you. I'm not going to talk to you. I'm gonna just stare at you.
And I won't laugh at your stuff for 20 minutes. See how that goes.
I need someone to laugh at this. I'm going to shut up then. All right, here's 3 nearly news. Let's go ahead and pick these. You know what? Nah, you people are worth more than that. Let's go ahead and find something else. Mental floss reports 79-year-old Hiroyuki Arakawa.
Very good.
Thank you. A scuba diver from Japan rescued a large sheep's head race. WRASSE fish, and it's really gross looking. You got a sheep's head race. You got to look it up because it looks kind of human.
Ew.
It's really creepy.
Okay.
He rescued it 30 years ago and has visited the fish every day for just as long. Every day for 30 years. He goes down snorkeling and he sees it, showing you that the age-old saying, "Teach a man to fish, he eats for a day, save a fish," and he leaves his wife.
His wife leaves him.
MSN reports 5 teenage boys in the UK wore skirts to school in protest after they were told they couldn't wear shorts during England's current heat wave. Most people got a good laugh out of the plan, but the boys were told to stop it when they said that none of them could take PE because their monthly visitor had come. Just one joke too far. Oddity Central reports a seduction expert who claims to have dated 5,000 wealthy men. Slut! is now offering online course to help like-minded women bag the rich foreigner of their dreams. Step 1, be attractive. That'll be $500. There's one thing we know. Rich males only care about women's personalities. Trump. Newsweek reports Newsweek reports Missouri Senate is now considering a legislation that will allow employers and landlords to discriminate against women who are using birth control pills. Yeah. The lawmakers will then see if their hold her underwater, and if she drowns, she's a witch law will go into effect. We welcome Missouri into the 11th century.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, they're out there and they're not helping. And finally, for the video podcasting people, Mirror UK reports Danny Matthews popped into the Wimbledon branch of Starbucks with a colleague on Monday afternoon to pick up a cold drink like usual. However, the 24-year-old claims he was left stunned when he spotted what appeared to be the word penis scrawled on his blackberry mojito tea lemonade cup instead of his name, Danny. To further complicate things, Penis McAvoy had the word Dennis written on his. So, that's the news, and that's the video portion of the podcast. Please go ahead and download the audio podcast, listen to the rest of this, and my interview with Deece, and lots more Nearly News. So, say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night. I'm not Gracie.
What are you, drugged?
Who's Gracie? Is that your girlfriend?
My Bill Cosby?
Is that your girlfriend?
Your last drink was fine.
Did you hear Bill Cosby is doing seminars on how not to get accused?
Yeah. And you know what? OJ wrote a book that said if I did it. So let's just...
What is that?
Robert Blake's defense was, I went to my car to get my gun. So we're living in the strange times.
Brondo.
Brondo.
What did I say?
You can't bring up Idiocracy without thinking of the current president's whole cabinet.
No. You can.
They're getting rid of Sean Spicer.
Oh, didn't know that.
And who's the girl that does the In the Arms of the Angel? Who's that girl? McLaughlin.
Yeah.
They did a commercial where if you send in a little money every month, because that was Sean Spicer's dream job, and now he can't have it. So if you send in a little money every month to help him out, and then she's singing it. We salute Sean Spicer because, doggone it, I had some good times with him. Hiding in the bushes.
All right.
All right, that's it for the video portion of the podcast. Goodbye.